All right, we are live. And we got a quick little break that we're going to knock out right now. Let's see here. So I'm going to share this on my Facebook. And then we're going to pull up YouTube here. So we're going to start roll call right at 5:15. We close at 6. Probably going to run a little bit past 6, but I am going out with the wife afterwards, and I don't want to run too late here. So let's see. Where is our live break? Your channel. So we're calling this the R.I.P. Random Team RIP. And the reason for that, well, quite frankly, all these sets are going to be dead for the time being. A lot of times they come back, right? Zombie sets. But Topps will be getting rid of opening day for this year. We just got into 22 archive snapshots, and then we find out like a week later that we won't be seeing them in 2023. Gold is old news, right? No gold label. And I guess they probably added this right at the end after first edition. Topps first edition didn't really take off. It's still available on the website. It is what it is. But so a few interesting things in here, including this is the oldest box I think that we've ever broken, not including when we've like kind of gone back to the 80s and 90s and just for fun, but an actual like legit in a break box. I can't remember the last time we opened anything from 2012. Probably when we first started breaking, because we did start in like 2014, and you could easily get like some older stuff back then. We've probably had some things in there around that time period, but I don't know. It might be the oldest box we've ever broken as far as modern goes, right? I know we did one time a 91 Upper Deck football box. We've done 89 Tops in the past. So, I mean, but as far as like just actually part of the break and not just like a little bonus for fun, yeah, it's probably the oldest one. Now, we have some things in the drip shop here. All right. So anybody looking to do a personal will have a limited amount of time to do some Leaf stuff. All right. We also have the Historic Autographs National Pastime Baseballs in there. So I'm just trying to pull up the YouTube on my phone so I have the link as we're about to start roll call right now, right away, and get this thing rolling. So for people who don't know what teams they have, I will post them in the stream as soon as I can. Might take a minute. So I'm going to send in Messenger first. And then individually. All right. As I do roll call, once I am done with it, I'll post it in the YouTube chat stream, and then I'll post it in the drip chat stream. It'll just take a minute for that to happen. But right now on my copy and paste of my clipboard, I got the link to this, so I can't go back and forth just yet. Jeff Lukowitz, who just walked out the door here, so he's probably heading to where he's headed. Chad Reagan, Michael Kelly, Melissa Marin, Brian Carnegie, Gail Anderson, Don Lieneman, Michael Kelly, Gregory Krause, James McCaffrey's here. Let's see, Brian here, Dennis Ippolito, Jesse Lelinski. I guess he's with you, James. Let's see. Mike Coleman. Oh, I made a mistake earlier. Oops. Hold on, I gotta fix that. You only had one spot. All right. Mike Coleman, if you're watching, I fixed the link. I don't know why. I thought you had 3, but it was only 1. Okay, cool. Let's see. Who else we got? Jeremy Corbin. And that should be everybody. All right. So let's see here. All right. So again, we're in roll call. We're doing this quick. I'm trying to be done by like 6:15 if possible. Let's see here. All right, I think we got everybody. I'm going to double check that. So, guest is here. Reagan, Kelly, Martin, did I get the other? Yes, I did. Oh, hey, what's up? All right, that looks good to go. Maybe it knocked out like your screen name thing or whatever. So let me get the lists copied and pasted into the 2 streams. So first on YouTube here. It says I have 705 characters too many. Great. Oh. Let's see if we can't do this. Oh, man. I'm going to have to do this in bits and pieces. Hold on. And stops there. All right, I might need to do this like 4 times. So YouTube information is coming on the screen there. And all right, so that's on there. Now let me see how drip works. How much I can put in one shot here. Was it let me do the whole thing? Oh, yeah, let me do the whole thing. See that? Much easier. Okay. All right, so I'm going to shout them out one time. Go on Twitch here. All right, so I got that up. I'll peek on periodically, but Twitch almost never makes comments. All right, so here we go. So this was a sold out break. So again, in the drip shop, we do have some items here available for personals after we run the break. And here's who we got. So Jeff Lukowitz has the Giants, Chad Reagan, the Marlins, Michael Kelly, Guardians, Melissa Marin, Brewers, Brian Carnegie, Rangers, Gail Anderson, Reds, Don Leaneman, Cubs, Michael Kelly, Royals, Gregory Krause, Twins, Don Leaneman, Padres, James McCaffrey, Rays, Jays, and Angels, Melissa Marin, Phillies, Brian Carnegie, Rockies, Dennis Ippolito, Tigers, Jesse Lilinski, Pirates, Dennis Ippolito, Dodgers, Jesse Lilinski, Braves, Mike Coleman, Astros, Chad Reagan, Cardinals, Jeff Lukowitz, White Sox, Chad Reagan, Nationals, Michael Kelly, Diamondbacks, Brian Carnegie, Orioles, Jeremy Corbin, Red Sox, Dennis Ippolito, Mets, Don Leaneman, Yankees, Jeff Lukowitz, A's, and Melissa Marin, the Mariners. So good luck to everybody, and let's rip you a new one, and let's go way back to 2012. And this isn't even as far back as opening day goes, man. We're talking going back to the late 90s with Topps opening day. This one's going to feel insignificant, but it's kind of a crusher, really. I mean, this, you know, all you save it for the kids. Like, this is literally, this is where you get your mascot cards. Like, it's kind of sad. Big League was something that in 2020 Topps wanted to actually take data from, groups of kids and, surveys and things like that. So there is a reason why I think they went with Big League over opening day. Opening day is also seen by many as kind of a redundant set. You know, they look like the top base cards, so I get it. We're going to see some interesting names in this one that we probably haven't seen for a while. And then some guys that we're looking for would, I guess the biggest one would probably be, there's Mike Trout's in here, second year Mike Trout's. So, got an ad card there. I think whatever they're advertising is well expired. So good luck to everybody. Oh, I forgot they had lenticulars this year. This is just going to be a lot of wrappers, isn't it? More wrappers than the Super Bowl 2 years ago. I got a question. In the chats or on the original post, it's been updated. All right. So this one's going to be a lot of wrappers, that's for sure. Let's see. We'll just go halfway through. It's not that the packs are very big. This was always good for being a cheap product, though. You know, you have 36 packs in a box, 7 cards per pack. This is the type of thing that you can put on the table at, like, you know, a couple bucks a pack, and the kids are happy for a super cheap price. All right. So here we go. Here's the first half of it. And here we go. I'm a little off center. There we go. Got Fred Bird. That would go to the Cardinals, obviously. We got Michael Young, Fantasy Squad. Joey Votto with the opening day stars lenticular card there. Jason Worth. So that is numbered 333 out of 2012 and has the opening day foil stamp. Right, so it was April 5th, 2012. Carlos Gonzalez playing the Ivy. And hey, look at that. We already got one of them Mike Trout guys. So now parallel would definitely be significant. All right, let's see what else we got. Big Poppy, David Ortiz. Yeah, Superstar Celebrations. Some of these guys with the Rookie Cup logo not even playing anymore. Ryan Braun, Fantasy Squad. Freddie Freeman, that's a second-year card of his. Jared Weaver. Eric Hosmer. Matt Kemp, back in his MVP form there, 848 out of 2012. Mr. Matt, I like him, but I always feel like he's got a bit of a swelled head. I don't know. Mike Stanton, yes. Don't be confused. This is Giancarlo Stanton. It's a third-year card of his. He was originally in 2010 update. Derek Jeter, as an active player still. Now a first ballot Hall of Famer. Dan Ugla. Aroyd. Still not in the Hall of Fame. Probably never will be. Buster Posey. Ichiro. Got Big Poppy. Fantasy Squad. And Mark Teixeira with the lenticular card. J-Roll, David Wright in their primes, Ryan Zimmerman, Giovanni Soto, Brandon Belt, numbered 1053 out of 2012. So the Arizona Diamondbacks mascot. Okay. If you say so. Miggy Cabrera wrapping his career up. Billy Butler. Tim Lincecum. Hunter Pence. Jacoby Ellsbury. Joey Votto. and relatively young Adam Wainwright in his Cy Young contention years. All right. Second half of the box. So again, this one, make sure everybody gets some. Make sure everybody gets some cards, right? Not likely to get a hit in opening day. The odds are very difficult. Oh wow, for real? Oh, that's awesome. You got to shoot me a picture of that soon. Somebody bought the last Donruss blasters yesterday and hit a Justin Herbert downtown. So, I mean, we're hitting some good stuff out of the shop. That's for sure. For sure, dude. If you're watching us on YouTube and you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Then you get notifications when we do this stuff. So, well, we're not likely to see an autograph out of this. It'd be very cool if we had a Mike Trout, like, blue parallel. That would probably be a decent card. That's a lenticular card. So we are going to be posting another one for my Chromies break very soon. I don't know if it's going to make it for tonight. So we're kind of dead in the shop for a while, and then all of a sudden got busy. Yay. Very happy for that. And then I started putting this together. And we are live in the store right now. It's kind of a yucky day outside. Like, I think it's supposed to start raining soon, so if it hasn't already. I always talk about that first year of Mike Trout's career, 220 batting average. All right. An OPS of 672, 30 strikeouts in 123 at-bats. Only 9 walks, only 11 extra base hits. Like, yeah, that didn't look too promising. Meanwhile, this guy, another guy I was big on, but didn't quite pan out so well. Mark Trumbo has the rookie cup on his card. Trout would get it next year, though, so technically still counting as a rookie because he just missed. You know, he is actually kind of lucky that he didn't do as well as he did, because if he did a little bit better, he might have stuck around for another couple at bats, and then he would have qualified as a rookie. So I guess you can look at it that way, right? All right, so this will finish off this box here. Cole Hamels, we got Alex Gordon, relatively recently retired, couple of years now, right? J.J. Putz, couple seasons. Phil Hughes, who's gone on to basically do what I'm doing. Jordan Zimmerman, and one of quite a few athletes, you know, Blake Martinez, getting a lot of press for selling $5 million worth of Pokemon cards, and he didn't have to get a concussion to do it. So Matt Kemp, Now, remember, athletes, there's Mariano Rivera and Mickey Mantle, like that very much. Back when number 7 would go to him. Prince Fielder. Now, remember, athletes, we don't get cards if you all decide to retire early to do cards. Then there's going to be like cards of people doing cards instead of doing sports, and that's just kind of odd. Billy the Marlin. Oops. Josh Johnson. He was one of the guys that we got one of those historic autographs baseballs of, right? Jacoby Ellsbury, Hanley Ramirez with the lenticular. Todd Helton with the blue parallel. We got Ian Kinsler, Max Scherzer, way early in his career. I think he lost today. I think he got credited with the loss, even though he didn't give up most of the runs. But I guess they were kind of losing. So Carlos Gonzalez. There's David Wright. Elvis Andrus showing how to sacrifice bunt there. This is exactly the form that I'll teach on the bat grip. Clearly, the way his body's pointed, he's not expecting to beat this out for a hit. But he's kind of angled, ready to go to first, and he's going to try. I like it. You know, I think body's a little too much more than I would show somebody how to do it. But I'm a big fan of bunting. I don't know. Troy Tulowitzki. I remember growing up, you had guys like Brett Butler was the master. So Matt Holliday, and this year, right, 11 years later, or technically 10 years later, because it came out late with the Bowman draft, but 10 years later, we're looking for his son, Paul Goldschmidt, second-year card for the Diamondbacks, and now he's the reigning MVP. It's amazing what happens in 10 seasons. Josh Hamilton, that didn't work out so well. Let's see. Joey Votto. Chipper Jones. So I think this was his retirement year too. Shin-Soo Choo. Jose Reyes. Chris Sale. Got Ryan Zimmerman. Albert Pujols. This was big. He came over from the Cardinals. So this was just before that contract started. And, well, he finished well. You know, ended it with a bang. Yadier Molina, who just completed his major league run here and now onto his AARP card. Curtis Granderson and the late, great Roy Halladay. There's Justin Verlander. I mean, you look at these numbers, man. In 2011, 24-5. 250 strikeouts in 251 innings. Led the league in innings. 0.92 whip, 2.4 ERA, and he would get even better than that. It's the man. All right, so opening day is gone. So let's do these archive snapshots. So we just said, you know, all right, farewell opening day. Now we're going to say goodbye to archive snapshots. I mean, probably not saying goodbye. We have more of this stuff, so it's not like we're done with it. But yeah, you know, this is like our formal goodbyes. Where is my sharp tool? Oh, I'll have to get something a little bigger and unnecessary. Why not? All right. So here we have starting off good with Mike Trout. I like that. I like the way these look too. Give Mike Trout a little 1 cent love. Can't find the auto. Oh, that's it. Okay. So we got Rodolfo Castro, Ricky Henderson, Shannon Stewart, Wander Franco. It's a nice little portrait card there. I like it. Bucky Dent, Ryan Vilade, Jonathan India, TJ Friedel, Ken Griffey, numbered 2 out of 50. If you haven't figured it out yet, it's Ken Griffey Sr. But numbered 2 out of 50. I love the hand numbering on these. Man, I really wish they wouldn't get rid of this set. I get it. They don't make much money off of it. Whatever. Justin Morneau with a black and white. And then getting a little darker with a negative. Josiah Gray. There's a lot of gray on that card. 70 out of 100. I don't know. That's kind of a scary look, man. It's like Walking Dead stuff there. It's a little more intense than the black and whites. They're TV 14. Not quite TVMA, but. Ooh, roar. Okay. So Josiah Gray for the Nationals out of 100. And the other box here. Gonna have some repeats. TJ Friedel, Mike Trout. These boxes really have no rhyme or reason, do they? Matt Manning, there's a new one. More Ricky Henderson. Yeah, no rhyme or reason whatsoever. Jake Berger. Buck Den again. Hey, who can we get to sign for archive snapshots? He's busy. No, he's busy. How about Bucky Dent? Okay, that's good. Luis Gill, Vidal Brujan, and Justin Morneau. A fun one there for the Twins. Brandon Marsh, black and white rookie as well. Let's see what else we got. So Twins and Nationals with the hits out of those. Now we move on to Gold Labels. So we'll go back to 2020 here. All right. Gold Label also dates back to the 90s. All right. But it was gone for a long time, a number of years. They brought it back. They added the framed autograph to the mix. And I always liked this set because I always liked the hits out of them. Especially like some of the really scarce ones, like the Relic Auto. We had like a Nolan Ryan Relic Auto. It was an awesome looking card. So again, we're saying rest in peace to Topps Gold Label, and maybe you'll come back again. Class 1, the more common class. We got Bo Bichette right there All right, class 3, the scarcest class. And when you have a black border in the background, so that's the first parallel. That's the first step up, not serial numbered. All right, there's a class 2 Yount, class 1 black Giancarlo Stanton, class 2 black Anthony Rendon. Got Tony Gwynn, class 1. Manny Machado in a class all of his own, at least salary-wise. Rhys Hoskins, Albert Pujols, class 1, black. Javier Baez, Noah Syndergaard. There's Robin Yount, 125 out of 150. So in the class 1, the blues are to 150. Class 2s, they'd be to 100, and class 3s, they'd be numbered out of 50. So you get the same parallels colors for each one, but they're numbered in accordance to their tier. Ken Griffey Jr., that's a class 3. We'll give that a little 1 cent love. And same with this class 2 Mike Trout, who is one of the classier players in the game. Pete Alonso, second-year card. Rafael Devers, black. And that's a class 1. Carlos Correa, 92 out of 150, so that's another blue. Donnie Baseball, class 2, and Jose Altuve. And then we got the money pack. So this isn't a product you can sell by the pack because you can definitely tell which one the autograph's in. That's why they sell them in the box like that. All right, so we got Mark McGwire on a class 3. Max Kepler. And let me get I had them right here. I just gave somebody thick sleeves for their cards. Hold on. I try not to touch the edges on these things. There they are. I try to avoid it. I use the pack wrapper to help me out. So I guess that's one thing that, we won't have to deal with anymore is that. And here we have Keston Hiura. And, it's not lost on me that a few of these sets, the archive snapshots, on-card autos. A lot of people wondering with Fanatics, are we going to see more or less of sticker autos? And I don't know. I feel like we're getting an answer here. Might not be the one some of you hoped for, but will this fit in a 130? No. I need that middle size, that pain in the ass size. But I do have those here. There we go. So Keston Hiura for the Brew Crew. A lot of the small market teams getting hits in this one so far. All right. So, goodbye gold label. Let's see what this second box has. So, I mean, this was one of the quicker fill and breaks we've had in a while, filling up virtually in an hour. It took a couple more hours for the last 4 to go. But we got to 26. We got it to the point where it would have broken within an hour. That was pretty quick, especially for a random team. Usually we're very pick your team oriented. I got a random division Donruss football box that still only has 3 spots, and we posted at the beginning of the week. I don't know why. So if anybody wants to jump on that and save it, let me know. I'd like to break that tomorrow in the shop as well. But, yeah, so, I mean, there can't be too much hate on these products, right? If we filled it up that quick, maybe they're, Everybody says, "Oh, there's too much stuff out there." I think that variety is what keeps the hobby alive, because you have all kinds of collectors, right? And I don't know. I feel like it's the vocal minority that seems to get catered to a lot of the times. Class 2 Nolan Ryan, and they tend to all open up retail. But there's a lot of stuff out there. So see, here's a blue, but it's class 3, so that's 14 out of 50. So there's Max Kepler. 14 out of 50 for the Twins. Zach Gallen. Nico Horner. Vlad Jr. Poor Gavin Lux. Chipper Jones, Class 1 Black. Yordan Alvarez, Class 2 Black. Juan Soto, Rivera, Pujols, Lubob, Class 1. Kyle Lewis, Eloy Jimenez, Black, Class 1. Rafi Devers, Class 2. And Ricky Henderson. Then we got our money pack here. Got Jacob deGrom, Ichiro, and next auto goes to Phillies, number 22 out of 50, JT Realmuto. JT Realmuto, number to 50. All right. And the grand finale, this is where a lot of the value's in. 2022 Bowman First Edition. Again, the first edition cards definitely carry more weight, especially in the Bowman. You know, in the tops, you know, you kind of got your generic veterans and stuff like that. But in the Bowman, with all the prospects, you know, the first editions do carry a little bit more weight to them. Don't need the skizzers anymore. And here we go. Oof. These are wrapped like really good there. So usually like every other pack has like a sky blue or something like that. Let's see. Sky blue foil, one in every 2 packs. I thought they were at the back. I guess they changed that. I don't know. I haven't seen one yet. Knock a couple more of these out. And there was a lot of good teams to be chasing after in Bowman. A lot of position players this year. Very heavy on the position players. Usually you see a lot more pitchers. Oh, yeah, they're up towards the front. Okay. Yeah, Let's see what we got here. We start with these. So again, your first Bowmans especially keep an eye out for. We got Emmanuel Rodriguez, Sky Blue. All right, those are not numbered. But you do have numbered colored versions as well. Usually you'll see one or two of those in a box. All right, so Bobby Witt Jr., a little bit better than the paper base. Warming Bernabel. Any first editions we're going to end up sleeving, just maybe not now. Dustin Harris, he was the auto for the Rangers in last night's break. Elijah Tatis, not so much good. Alvarez, Luis Gonzalez, Norge Vera. Isaac Pacheco for Detroit Rock City. Darren Baker, Dusty Baker's kid. Adley Rutschman, Diego Velasquez. So a lot of first Bowmans. This is only the prospects part of the checklist. That's it, just the prospects. So a lot of them will be first Bowmans or decent names. And Lennon Sosa, that's not a bad one for the Sky Blue. His rookie cards are in this year's product, and he's got some potential. Especially, he could be a good piece in that lineup, especially after the loss of Jose Abreu from the team. That's not terrible. Jordan Lawler, Spencer Torkelson, Jackson Chourio for the Brewers, Maximo Acosta, and George Valera for the Indians. So we got a Sky Blue on a one of the definitely, I would say, the top 10 players on the checklist. So I don't know if anything's changed in the year since it released, but I think that definitely gets a top load. Borderline on the Churia. I think that one probably gets one too, but I'll determine that later when I have a little more time. Best first name in baseball, Marcelo Meyer. And what do we got here? James Wood, that's a decent one too. Brett Beatty, rookie cards this year. Harry Ford, Hedbert Perez, Khalil Watson for the Marlins, Lennon Sosa again. We're going to see plenty of repeats. There's Ellie De La Cruz. That definitely gets a top load. Will Wagner. So, Billy's son. Clearly not a pitcher there.
Jesse.
Hey, still live. Yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye. All right, Samad Taylor. Oswaldo Cabrera. That's a decent one, too. Jason Dominguez. Justin Harris again. So getting some repeats. We're going to. There's actually a decent amount of repeats. Maybe they shouldn't have cut this set. Maybe they should have just made the boxes smaller and printed less of it. See, now we're getting down the thick of things here. That's what they should have done. All right. So, let's see here. We're going to open up 2 more stacks of packs. And in the past, we've seen some big money cards come out of these Bowman first editions. I remember selling a gold Anthony Volpe for like about $400. So even though autographs are far and few between, initially they didn't have any in the first edition. Then they tried adding a few to it, and except for Topps First Edition, which really came out at like a pretty high price point compared to past releases. Like they were inching up and up and up, and I guess they couldn't squeeze any more out of it. These always sold out. But alas, first editions are going away. And again, we're saying R.I.P, but we don't know if they're going to come back or not, because things come back all the time. I think they just need to do a little reformatting on this one, because it does get redundant after a while. Maximo Acosta Sky Blue. Then again, you get 4 Ellie Cruzes and Ellie De La Cruzes in a box. I guess you couldn't complain either, right? It'll be a short recap. This wasn't a very hit-heavy box. This is the type of thing that you're going to get a bunch of small things in, and that's how it's going to add up. And then the hopes was that we would have some big autograph pulls in either snapshots or the gold label, which, I mean, JT Real Mundo's not bad. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a big money card either, but it's not bad. Especially numbered to 50. One of the top catchers in the game right now. Especially now Yadier Molina is gone. You almost got to wonder, is it him? Is it Salvador Perez? Who's the top catcher in baseball? Or do we just automatically give it to Adley Rutschman because it looks like that's the way it's headed? I don't know. Henry Davis, Logan Cerny with a sky blue foil thing. I don't know. I want to see a colored one. Leover Peguero, part of this year's rookie class. Luis Angel Acuna, Jack Sawinski, Yoelqui Cespedes, Averson Arteaga. Somebody was asking me about him the other day. Colton Cowser. Yohendrick Pinago. So yeah, out of all the sets mentioned, really the Bowman Chrome X is the only one that I'm like good riddance. It was a useless product. Ooh, first edition Julio. It's not terrible, considering what we're going after here. Brett Beatty. James Wood, again. Seeing some familiar faces here. All right. These were all... these were... Oh, this one first. Rest of it. Yeah. All right, last stack of packs. There we go. Got a nice serial numbered one coming up here. Oh, is that a canary? Yeah, that's a canary. That's a decent card, so we're going to put that to the back, too. All right, closing it out. Final stack of cards here. So we got Austin Hendrick, Luis Gonzalez, George Valera, Bobby Witt, Dario Lopez. Hey, honey. Another Ellie De La Cruz. For now. Thank you. Pedro Leon. And looking for something shiny. There you are. Diego Velasquez. 96 out of 150. That's a first Bowman as well. Brian Bello. Again, another one of this year's rookies. Elijah Tatis. Another Jackson Chourio. So it looks like for the base cards, you're seeing about 2 or 3 of most guys. So Alvarez, Meyer, Austin Martin with the sky blue. If you can pop a foil of one of these better players too, even better. Ronnie Mauricio, Colson Montgomery. A few guys that I've only seen one of. And Ricardo Genovese, 44 out of 50. So now the Giants have racked up 2 serial numbered cards. And all right, spoiler, there's 3. Good. Yeah, there's some in here. Yankees and Red Sox. Joshua Baez, something for everybody. Anytime we have a break, we want everybody to get cards. We don't sell air here. Jordan Walker. And then the final one here, 12 out of 75 for the Reds, Austin Hendrick. And that'll go nice with those Ellie De La Cruz cards. And that is a wrap. So let's do our recap real quick. All right. Again, this was a break not necessarily built around hits, but built around some products that some of us are going to miss. Got to be some of us that are going to miss it because it wouldn't have sold out that quickly. Well, that and it was a customer appreciation break, so we did kind of price it nicely. But still. So we did see a second-year Mike Trout come out of 2012 opening day. Ken Griffey Sr. for the Reds, hand-numbered to 50. We got Twins, Justin Morneau. Nationals, Josiah Gray out of 100. Brewers, Keston Hiura. Max Kepler out of 50 for the Twinkies. We did have a nice Jordan there, Class 2 black parallel. And JT Real Muto of the Phillies, numbered to 50. And then going with the Bowman First Edition here. So we had a sky blue of George Valera, along with, I think, 2 or 3 base cards. Giants scored with this Ricardo Genovese out of 50. And somebody had a 70, or where is it? Somebody had a 150, that's right. So 2 of the 3 serial numbered cards. And then, look at a team like the Reds, where we have this yellow foil out of 75 of Austin Hendrick and 3 of the Ellie De La Cruz Bowman Firsts. So, I mean, if you were taking advantage of the 3 combo deal and you had been in a break with us in February, it was $25 a team. So there's definitely a few teams that make out on here, especially if you had one of the guys at the first Bowman cards. You know, even if they're only going for a few bucks a piece, you have the right cards, and they add up when you're getting 2 or 3 of them. You know, like the Jackson Churios and guys like that too. So that is a wrap for the break. Thank you, everybody. So this, I guess, was technically Friday night breaks. It's dark here. You know, it's probably daylight in most of the country still, but we're going to be posting Topps Chrome probably tomorrow around lunchtime. And by lunchtime, I mean East Coast lunchtime. So, you know, for you on the West Coast, you might still be eating your Cocoa Puffs or whatever, right? So thank you all, and we